friends. Welcome to Bible Study. We're working together on this book, We Make the Road by Walking by Brian McLaren. And every week we're talking about a different chapter. So far, we've done chapters 1 through 5 in only 2 videos. And so I know each of those videos were kind of long. This one will be pretty short. So this week we're doing chapter 6. If you have the book and you haven't read chapter 6, go ahead and pause the video and come right back when you're done. If you have read chapter 6, now's your chance to read some Bible verses. Try Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 9. And Galatians chapter 3, verses 6 through 9. After you read Genesis 12 and Galatians 3, come on back here to watch the video. All right. Today's chapter is talking about Abram and Abraham. They're the same person, which Genesis will eventually explain. And here's the thing. After last week's chapter, where we talked about the flood and how God had to destroy the world in order to rebuild it, this chapter we're talking all about God's goodness. But we're also talking about how God's love is for everybody. This is completely, totally radical. It was radical then, and it's radical now. Most people seem to think that their God is just their God. So, for example, like maybe the kind of church you go to or the kind of way that you worship isn't the way I do it. Sometimes people are okay with that, and sometimes they're not. So this is really interesting. I love this story because God tells Abram to go. God doesn't really say where to go or how to get there, how long it will take. God doesn't even tell them what to pack. They were walking over 2,000 miles from a place in a land that was close to Turkey, up and over a desert, over to what's now Israel. It's a really long walk, and they had to take a lot of things with them. It's really crazy. In my life, there's been a few times where God told me to just go, and it was hard to listen to that voice. But here's the thing. Once Abram gets there, he has to kind of embrace this new idea that the God who's talking to him loves everyone, that faith is stepping out into the unknown, and that God will still be there. God is for us, but God is also for them. God is for me, and God is for you. God is for me, and God is for that weirdo over there. And so now, some of stepping out in faith in our modern world means taking a step towards someone who's really different. Pastor Brian says that true faith is a way that we are alive, that our aliveness comes when we receive blessings and we give blessings. So this week, in your discussion post, I want you to think about how can you be a blessing to others, and what was the time when you received a blessing from them? Or maybe you can tell about a time when God told you to go somewhere new or do something crazy. You took a step to do that, and then were blessed. Blessed by God and blessed by others. I can't wait to hear your stories. Thanks so much, friends.